The most powerful pirate in history was the man with a wooden leg or a parrot on his shoulder. It was a woman who commanded the largest pirate fleet ever assembled, a force so mighty it brought an empire to its knees. Her name was Zheng Yi Sao, and her story is more incredible than any legend. Imagine the South China Sea in the early 19th century. The horizon isn't empty. It's filled with sails, hundreds of them. This wasn't a navy or a merchant convoy. It was the Red Flag Fleet, a pirate armada of over 300 ships and tens of thousands of sailors, all under the command of one woman. Zheng Yi Sao didn't just lead through fear. She led through order. She established a strict code of laws, written down for all to follow. Every pirate, from the lowest deckhand to the highest captain, answered to her authority. The rules were simple, but absolute. Anyone caught disobeying a direct order was immediately executed. All treasure had to be registered and was distributed systematically, with the captain receiving a share and the rest going into a public fund. If a pirate deserted his post or went ashore without permission, he'd be punished severely. Her justice was swift, and it was equal for everyone. This strict discipline turned a scattered group of outlaws into a highly organized and devastatingly effective naval power. They were more than pirates. They were a floating state with their own laws, their own economy, and their own military might. For years, Zheng Yi Sao dominated the seas. The Chinese government, the Portuguese, and even the British tried to stop her, but their navies were no match for the Red Flag Fleet. She was undefeated, but every reign must come to an end, and Zheng Yi Sao chose to end hers on her own terms. Instead of being captured or defeated in a blaze of glory, she did the unthinkable. She sailed her fleet right up to the Governor-General and negotiated peace. The terms were astonishing. She demanded and received a full pardon for herself and every single one of her pirates. They were allowed to keep all their accumulated wealth, and many of her men were even integrated into the Chinese Navy. Zheng Yi Sao, the pirate queen, walked away from a life of crime not in chains, but as a free and incredibly wealthy woman. She retired from piracy, opened a gambling house, and lived out the rest of her days in peace, dying of old age. She remains the only pirate leader in history to retire undefeated, untouched, and with all her treasure, a true legend of the sea. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this piece of hidden history, make sure to like and subscribe for more untold stories. See you next time.